The majority of people are undecided about whether to invest in traditional 401k or the Roth IRA. It is necessary to break down which option would be the best for you and which one would ultimately net you the most money, because this is a somewhat complicated answer. Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. Start with Roth IRAs first. So this is a retirement account where you can invest and contribute up to $6,000 per year after taxes. And once you reach the age of 59 and a half, you are eligible to withdraw all of the funds in that account, along with any profits you made, tax-free. This implies that you may be able to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit or decades and decades of compound interest and growth without having to pay taxes on those gains. Here are a few advantages of doing this. The first benefit, as I just mentioned, is that once you reach the age of 59 and a half, every profit you make in this account is entirely tax-free. By the time you retire, you might have saved a sizable sum thanks to that, especially if you start investing in this now. Second, a Roth IRA allows you to withdraw any funds you contribute at any time, completely tax-free and without incurring any penalties. This implies that you could withdraw your initial contribution of $6,000 without incurring any additional tax if you contribute $6,000 to an account this year, and let's say it grows to $7,000 the following year. The money you made must be kept in that account though. This gives you a great deal of flexibility in case you suddenly need money. However, since there are always drawbacks, these are some of them. The first drawback of the Roth IRA is that you can only contribute post-tax income, or money income that you have earned after paying taxes on it. Of course, as is common knowledge, the amount of money you have left over after paying taxes is significantly less than it was before taxes were deducted. In light of everything, that simply means you have less money upfront to invest. Second, the purpose of contributing to a Roth IRA in the first place is essentially defeated if you want to withdraw your profit from this account before the age of 59 and a half, because you'll be subject to a 10% penalty and have to pay taxes on that money. Thirdly, you are not currently permitted to contribute more than $6,000 per year to a Roth IRA. So if you wanted to do so, you would be unable to do so. But how does this compare to a conventional 401k? I ask with that in mind. The traditional 401k is a retirement plan offered by the employer to which you can make pre-tax contributions, which implies that you won't pay taxes on the money you donate. You now have more money remaining to invest instead of paying taxes on the money you contribute to this account, because you don't have to pay taxes on it. Internal Revenue Service. And once you have extra cash, you can invest it to increase your wealth. When you start taking withdrawals from your 401k after turning 59 and a half, you simply have to pay the taxes you would have owed later. In other words, you're deferring paying taxes on that money now, only to have to do so when you withdraw it from the account. However, the benefit of doing this is that you will have more cash on hand to invest, which means you will have a larger sum of money working for you to generate additional income. The advantages of doing this are listed below. The primary advantage of doing this is that you can deduct a significant amount of taxes because you can contribute pre-tax money, which is money that has not yet been taxed. Second, the annual contribution limit for a 401k is $19,000, which is more than 3 times the annual contribution limit for a Roth IRA. Third, some employers will offer you a benefit known as an employer match in a 401k, which entails them matching your contributions to this account dollar for dollar. The best guaranteed risk-free return on investment you will ever receive in your entire life is now available. Always do this, or at the very least, always take the employer match. Having the employer match is one of the biggest advantages of making 401k contributions. Always utilize this if you have it, no matter what. Of course, there are drawbacks to the 401k. The first is that even though you don't pay taxes on that money now and save it all, you'll eventually do so whenever you withdraw it from that account, after you reach the age of 59 and a half. So with a 401k, you're ideally deferring taxes now while you're in a higher tax bracket so that you can withdraw it later when you're possibly making less money in a lower tax bracket and then profit from that difference. Second, there is a 10% penalty and ordinary income taxes that are much higher than long-term capital gains taxes that you will have to pay if you withdraw any funds from a 401k before the age of 59 and a half for any reason other than financial hardship, due to the length of time you've held that investment. The third drawback of this is that you will have to start taking some of this money out at the age of 75. After considering everything, which choice is actually the better one, and which one should you support? Let's start with the Roth IRA. Since it is funded with after-tax dollars, which means that the contributions you make to this account do not immediately qualify for a tax deduction. This is best done when you're young, in a low tax bracket, and not making a lot of money. Or to put it another way, it's better when you know you're going to make more money in the future and as a result, will be in a higher tax bracket. However, a Roth is not a wise investment if you are currently in your prime earning years and anticipate that your income will decline once you retire. Therefore, in this situation, it makes more financial sense to take the 401k deduction when you are in the higher tax bracket. Pay taxes on it when you are in the lower tax bracket and save the difference. Since the majority of retirees won't require as much income in retirement as they do now, that is really how these accounts should be prioritized. By the time you retire, you may have paid off your home mortgage and won't likely be working full-time. You won't need as much money to survive as a result of that. Additionally, as a result of that, you will be in a lower tax bracket, which is ideal for withdrawing funds from a 401k when it comes time to pay taxes. So for those in this situation who are currently very wealthy but may not necessarily anticipate continuing in the future, particularly if you're in a 32% or 34% higher tax bracket and anticipate retiring in a lower tax bracket, a traditional 401k could make a lot of sense. People may also worry that prioritizing a traditional 401k is a bad idea because we don't know how taxes will change in 30 or 40 years. You might end up paying significantly more taxes in the future than you would if you made the same amount of money today. For instance, if tax rates were significantly higher than they are now, both of which. To sum everything up, the Roth IRA should be given top priority if you're young and in a low tax bracket. When you're older, you won't look back and regret that. The value of your tax-free funds will increase significantly over time. Or on the other hand, if you're currently making a lot of money in a high tax bracket but don't anticipate that to last and anticipate retiring in a much lower tax bracket, you might want to give the traditional 401k priority. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.